Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much for joining me back on my channel. This is going to be another pick a card reading. This is going to be a career pick a card. And of course you guys know how this goes, and if you are new to pick a card readings, you pick a pile that resonates with you. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, and you pick whichever crystal or whichever pile is literally calling at you or your intuition is telling you to pick, and then I will give you guys a message, okay? So as you guys already know, everything you guys need for booking me or any information as far as my other channels, if you do want to see zodiac horoscopes or anything of that sort, that will be listed below. And guys, we're going to get straight into it, okay? I'm going to give you guys another second to go ahead and pick which pile is calling your name, and I will have timestamps in the description, or not in the description, but in the comments. And if I don't, please make sure that you guys add the timestamps, because sometimes I do forget, okay? So let's get started. Pile number 1 is going to be this crystal. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into it. Pile number 1. So, what's going on with your career? What's the guidance for your career? So, we have the 6 of Winter. We have the Prince of Spring. We have Release. We have Vision Board, and we do have Speeches and Speaking. So for everyone who chose pile number 1, I am seeing that what's going to be important for you guys to progress in your career or to feel a lot more comfortable in the position that you guys are in currently is to make sure that you guys are mentally moving past that anxiety, or you guys are taking time to move away from mental troubles. Like, understand that you guys are going in the right direction, and some of you guys may be in your head about where you're headed. Maybe you felt like things were a little foggy for some time, but I am seeing that the clear, or the path is going to be starting to become clear to you, okay? What needs to happen here also is you guys do need to make sure that you are keeping consistent passion in whatever you are doing. So if you are someone who, you know, has a job and you're not that excited about it sometimes, and then other days you are, see why that is, and see if that's like a internal thing where your emotions may be all over the place, or where this may be a job that you may want to release. Okay? And also with this Prince of Spring, this could be like a creative endeavor. Are you sometimes feeling hot and cold about what you do? And I feel like you guys do need to make sure, if this is the case, that you are looking at that and making sure that you're getting that under control, or seeing if it's time for you to release whatever you're doing now and make new connections or step into new opportunities. All right? And with your career, if you are wanting to see specific results, or you're wanting to kind of keep yourself motivated, a vision board would also be beneficial to you. So make sure you're creating some sort of vision board of like where you want to see yourself in the next, like, what? You could do it like 5 years, or maybe even a year from now. You could do it in that time frame. It doesn't really matter, as long as you're keeping some sort of inspiration to kind of keep you like pushing forward and having some sort of goal in mind. And some of you guys also, you may have some sort of talent here, or you may have some sort of information that you can share with others that can be beneficial. So make sure, if you do have an important message here, that you're putting yourself out there. And maybe that's what you guys need to release. Maybe you do need to release like a project where you are finally like speaking your truth. Maybe starting a YouTube channel, or doing something that's going to allow you to speak your truth to others and see where you're coming from. Alrighty, so that's what I'm seeing for pile number 1. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I will see you guys later. Alrighty, so pile number 2. Let's get into pile number 2. So we have, for your career, the guidance for your career, we have the Lovers, renewal, the Three of Summer, perfectionism, and nurture yourself. Sorry guys if I'm sniffling. I don't know why every time I start recording I get like under the weather, but let's go ahead and talk about what I'm seeing here. So for everyone who chose pile number 2, I am seeing that when it comes to your career or the path that you're on right now, when it comes to finding your career, you're in a space of needing to make some decisions, all right? Making some decisions that are going to be long lasting, all right? I feel like also some of you guys, you may be wanting to sign some contracts, or some of you guys, like I said, you may want to look over some contracts or some agreements that you may be making here, and making sure that you are looking at everything in its entirety, not looking at it from an emotional standpoint, but looking at it from a very logical standpoint. Okay? And for some of you guys, it's going to require you with the renewal card to make sure that you are looking at, okay, yes, you may not be at the place that you want to be. Yes, you do want changes to happen. But now, for some of you guys, whatever like trials or tribulations that you were experiencing when it came to your career to get to this point, I feel like you do need to look at how far you've came from that, and also where you want to be headed. And through that, you looking at the past and the present, and how they kind of coexist or how they connect, you'll be able to find out, okay, what's my next steps? Okay, I was running into this issue in the past. Okay, so how can I stay away from that? Or how can I avoid running into that issue again? Oh, I remember when I was doing this, I was spending too much money. Like that type of thing. Reviewing what you were doing wrong in the past and seeing how you can avoid those issues in the future. And this could be in a business. This could be like maybe a job, like maybe, you were handling a job the wrong way, or, things of that sort. It's going to resonate differently for everyone. But with the Three of Summer, I feel like there is some sort of accomplishments that you guys are going to be coming into. As long as you guys, again, take a step back to review where you've came from and where you want to go, I feel like you guys are destined for success. And also with the perfectionism card, make sure that you guys are not being hard on yourself for not being at the place that you want to be, or like maybe not releasing information, or not information, but your talents, or stepping out into a career because you feel as if you may not be good enough, or you feel as if you have to be a certain way, when that's just not the case here. And also make sure you guys are taking time to yourself to nurture yourself. You don't want to overwork yourself to the point where you can't continue to push forward. And also, if you are overworking yourself, can I talk? If you are overworking yourself, you can experience a burnout stage. So make sure you are taking time to yourself to invest in self-care so that you can, do tasks in a very how do I explain this? So that you can continue to work diligently, because sometimes when you overwork and then you don't have enough time to sleep at night or something of that case, or you don't eat right, then you're unable to really give your best at work. So make sure you are nurturing yourself so that you can give your best at work. There you go. Alrighty, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that I was able to give you guys some guidance. I will see you guys in your next pick a card. Alrighty, pile number 3. So pile number 3, you guys are the soda light. Okay. So let's see what's going on with you guys as far as your career. What's going on with pile number 3, excuse me. So we have the Eight of Winter, the Queen of Summer, and the Prince of Autumn. Okay, we have Allow Yourself to Receive, and then we have Detox Time. So everyone who chose pile number 3, I am seeing that you guys are very much in your head, like feeling as if maybe the circumstance that you're in your career or in the stage of your career is kind of out of your control. And what the universe wants you to know is that you have what it takes only if you believe in yourself. If you take the steps necessary to change where you're at, then you'll be able to change it. But if you keep thinking that you're powerless, or you keep thinking that, okay, you don't know what to do, or your hands are tied, then that's going to allow situations to kind of pile up and manifest in the worst way. But I feel like you guys do need to look at what intuitive insights you guys are kind of getting at the moment. Okay. And I feel as if you guys also do need to stop being in a space of being upset emotionally about maybe a job that didn't give you as much as you wanted. Or for some of you guys, you may be like emotionally upset with the fact that like you have an idea for something and it may not be where you want it to be at now. But you do need to make sure, like, with whatever you are doing, that you are like building correctly, because with this I see the water, or looking at this picture, it doesn't look like the lady's like planting the plants right to me. So some of you guys, make sure that you are not hitting or missing the mark, excuse me, when it comes to what you're doing. And maybe you do need to take some time to sit back and like release bad judgments of yourself, or release like any sort of toxic mind frames, or even just taking time to yourself, honestly, to regroup, so that you can actually allow yourself to receive. And I'm sorry guys if I'm getting like super like choked up or anything like that. I'm getting like super sick mid reading. Okay, so sorry guys. But like I was trying to explain to you guys, you're not tied in a bad situation. I feel like you guys do need to look within about what you guys want to be different, and start to actually look at how you can make those changes so you can allow yourself to receive blessings. But you are going to have to release some things energetically, whether this is like detoxing from like a bad eating regimen, or like being around people who are negative, whatever it may be. You guys do need to take a detox time, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I wish you guys the best of luck. I will definitely see you guys in my next reading. Bye guys.